The city of Clinton recently, we dropped or lowered our ISO rating from a 5 to a 3. And the ISO is the Insurance Services Office. And what they do is they come into your community every so many years and they rate your fire department, your number of personnel, your station locations, and so on. They rate your water system, which in this case is Iowa American, and they also rate our communication system, our 911 system. And then they rate your community. The higher your rating, the higher the community's insurance premiums. So by lowering our rating from a 5 to a 3, we were able to lower our insurance premiums for all of our residential citizens as well as our commercial citizens. Once you go below a 4, it impacts the commercial and the industrial, but it really doesn't have a lot of effect on your residential. So as our community expands out near the Parkway, Stockwell Lane, and the new housing developments on 13th Avenue North near the Parkway, the more development we get outside of these 1.5 mile circles around our stations, the bigger effect it has, negative effect it has on our ISO rating. So if we get enough development out on the Parkway, or a big housing development that is planned, for example, on 18th Street and 13th Avenue North, that will affect our impact, or will affect negatively our ISO rating, because the more development there is outside of that area, the higher our rating will end up being. We're good neighbors. You can talk to folks that live out near the Chansey station, which is the most developed around the station, and we've been there for, like, say, 50 years. Most of the neighbors, we're like their neighbors. We're going to be out of town for a week. Is there any way you could grab our mail? I mean, that's the kind of things that we have take place at our stations, the kind of relationships you build with your neighbors. As far as the traffic goes, we're used to dealing with heavy traffic. At our central station where you're at right now, we have 3 lanes of southbound traffic, and as we exit out of here, we're constantly, all day long, dealing with large volumes of traffic, where we'll pull up at 5th Avenue South and all the lights will be red and all 3 lanes will be backed up with traffic. And we're able to negotiate that traffic. That's a part of our job and a part of our training. Our firefighters and our engineers are very well trained, very well schooled, and have excellent driving habits. We have not had moving vehicle or accidents in as long as I can remember, as far as a car, fire truck, or car ambulance type of a thing. We have had a couple over the last 10 years where, due to snow buildup, the cars are parked out more into the center of the street where a mirror will hit a mirror, but that's been it. So our drivers are very, very safe. I'm not concerned about the traffic on Main Avenue. Quite frankly, I'm more concerned with the traffic on South 14th Street and Bluff, because if you're there when the school is getting out, we have a lot of traffic, but we've been negotiating it, and it has not been an issue for us. As far as the school being in that location, like I said, our schools were built and they were located in the center part of developments, because that's where the students were, that's where the people are. It's the same focus when we're going to locate a fire station. We want that to be in an area of activity. We want that to be where there's residents, where there's people, where there's commercial development, because that's where our call volume is going to be. And I guess I'd close with this. We've at our central station since 1937, like I said, we've been entering onto one-ways that are very busy, going both north and south, but also we have a school directly across the street with the playground across the street. So not only do we deal with those situations, but at Prince of Peace, we've got children that are crossing 4th Street to go play in the park each day and going back and forth, that we deal with. It's always been safe. Safety of our people and the community has always been utmost. Our drivers are very well schooled, very safe. Rarely do we have an opportunity to really kind of revolutionize the way we provide our fire protection, our EMS protection. This is an opportunity for us to go out 25, 30 years, but to take the existing personnel, and just by having the facilities to be able to redistribute them, we're going to improve our fire protection for our community like nothing I've seen in 30 years. The only thing I could equate to it being this substantial was when we went to providing a paramedic ambulance service. So it's huge for us and huge for the community.